This is where I believe green 24/7. This is where. This is beautiful, man. I love snow. I love snow, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love snow, bro. I love snow. But all you reporters talk about Carson Wentz, man. Let me tell you something, man. You're not getting a first round pick for Carson Wentz. You're not getting a second round pick. You're not gonna get anybody special, man. So you Eagle fans talking crap about Carson Wentz, man. And I get it. He had a horrible year. He was horrible. He's terrible. He's the worst quarterback in the NFL. Stay on that same energy. Stay on that same energy. Because next year when the Eagles win, when Carson Wentz finally wins a playoff game, because y'all think it's a joke, I'm telling you, my man's going to come back with a vengeance. He don't need to talk to reporters. Y'all think that y'all are so spoiled that you think that he deserves, you think that he owes you to talk to you or anything like that? Like he should wipe your ass? What the hell y'all think you are, man? If anything, you should be wiping his ass. Because y'all disrespectful as hell to him, man. This dude fights for us, man. He brings his body, puts it on the line, and you might not think that he's a better quarterback. But let me tell you something. Give us Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, and we'll give you Carson Wentz. Instantly, the Ravens would trade Lamar Jackson. And you guys could think also, but Lamar Jackson ain't a top 10 quarterback. You don't think Carson Wentz would? If the Ravens called you up and said that we'll give you Lamar, if the Eagles called up the Ravens and said we'll trade you for Lamar Jackson for Carson Wentz, you don't think they'd do it instantly? The Ravens would say Carson Wentz for Lamar Jackson? Bam! Let me have him. You guys forget how valuable Carson Wentz is. But people ain't going to discuss it. He ain't going to get the value he wants because he's not no Deshaun Watson. He's not no Patrick Mahomes. But he's a guy that when you have the right pieces around him, he's deadly. Disrespecting my name 11, man. It's going to be interesting what Carson Wentz's trade value would be, but not going to be that much because people are disrespectful to this dude, man. And it's so funny. I don't mind keeping him because I can't wait to see what he does next year with a new head coach. New head coach. Nick Sirianni didn't announce Carson Wentz, so me my fact that Carson Wentz is going to get traded. No, he's a new head coach. Why would he announce Carson Wentz as the quarterback if the dude is just a new head coach? You guys are idiots. You don't know football. This is the problem with this media, man. They're toxic. They just want to clickbait. Stop believing the hype, man. Let's go. I had to go for a walk, man. I decided to make an intro, man. But let's talk about this Carson Wentz rumors, man, because I think a lot of people forget how valuable Carson Wentz is. You know, I hear it all the time, man. I hear the Carson Wentz, dude. This dude's the worst quarterback in the league. That Jalen Hurts is the future. You know, and the problem with Eagle fans is they're impatient as hell, man, because it's not the greatest season for Carson, and I think a lot of Eagle fans put him above everything, that he has to be perfect. So, if Carson Wentz has a bad game next year, they're going to be calling for his heads. Listen, man, people got to understand that you're not getting 2 first-round picks for Carson. Okay? Number one, this media is toxic. The fact that, like I said, if the Ravens got a call from the Eagles, and the Eagles said, we'll trade you Carson Wentz for Lamar Jackson, the Ravens would do it instantly. Because Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has all that running ability, but he can't throw. And that's wins you championships. Quarterbacks who are able to throw win you championships. Okay, now Matt Stafford and the Jared Goff situation, to me, the Lions won this trade. Okay, think about it, because I've been thinking about this while. If the Lions go with Jared Goff, all they got to do is build pieces around him, and they're back to what they could be. Okay, they got rid of a veteran 32-year-old quarterback to get a young quarterback who the Lions see when I was watching the reports that they see as a potential fit. That the GM for the Rams knew who Jared Goff was. He drafted him. So it makes sense, man. And you know what? I don't think Sean McVay is a type of coach that I think will last that long. Because if you can't handle Jared Goff, then you're not going to be able to handle the NFL when it comes to Matt Stafford. Because Matt Stafford is a guy that I don't think is going to make a much difference. Now, when we talk about Carson Wentz trade value, we're going to talk about what can we get for him. Now, people talk about Carson Wentz, let's trade him to Indianapolis and let's get a first-round pick, Quentin Nelson. Well, Quentin Nelson's not going to be a trade for Carson Wentz. That's not happening. They're not trading the offensive line if they're just trying to get a quarterback. Okay, now, the Colts also have interest in Jameis Winston. Now, when I look at the Colts, man, Carson Wentz with the Colts. They got Michael Pittman Jr. over there. It makes so much sense. Frank Wright over there. But it also makes sense that they could go after a guy like Jameis Winston. Because he's much cheaper. He's a better option. And he doesn't have the baggage that Carson Wentz supposedly has. Well, all these rumors coming out that he's a bad teammate, which I think is bullcrap. That he doesn't listen. I think Carson Wentz has an ego. I think that he wants to do it his way sometimes. I think that he wasn't coached enough. I think that he and Press Taylor did not seem to get along when it comes to putting each other in the best position to win. Press Taylor did not coach Carson, and Carson looked at him like a goddamn fool. Okay? Carson Wentz needs someone who's tough on him. Carson Wentz needs to say, dude, go back and do that again. And if he can't handle it, then he's not the quarterback. But I don't think these rumors coming out that he's a selfish player, because everybody in the locker room has said that Carson Wentz was a great teammate. You tell me that they're lying to the media. You're telling me that they're literally saying to the media, Carson's with my guy, and they go behind cameras and say something else. If that's the case, then they're not good teammates to him, and we got a lot of issues in the locker room. So these rumors are coming out that and Malcolm Jenkins, to me, it's interesting because Malcolm Jenkins was a guy that was captain for the Eagles. And people looked at him like, oh, this is so true. But Malcolm Jenkins in 2019 has a credit for Carson Wentz. He wasn't here last year, so how would he know what Carson Wentz was? Like, this is the issue. People are so caught up on the Carson Wentz drama. They can say anything, and Eagle fans can believe them. I can make a report that says Carson Wentz punched one of the teammates in the locker room, and everybody said, get rid of him. He's a cancer. I knew he was a bum. But wait, where's my source? Oh, so-and-so said this. We got to stop believing these rumors, man. And two, they say that Carson Wentz is not a quarterback because Nick Sirianni didn't say Carson Wentz was his quarterback. He also said Jalen Hurts wasn't his quarterback either. He said that we got two elite quarterbacks. That we got two quarterbacks in the National Football League, and you need that. To me, that means Carson Wentz is staying. Because he didn't announce Carson Wentz was his quarterback in the press conference. People are making uproar like this dude did not commit to Carson. Well, why would he commit to Carson? He's a new head coach. Just got into the building. And to me, the media just makes problems worse because if I'm Carson Wentz, I want to say nothing. Keep your mouth shut. Because this media, to me, don't deserve to have a press conference from him. They don't deserve to have anything from him. They treat him like garbage. They treat him like shit. And if I'm Carson Wentz, I'm telling this media, screw you. Screw you. You want to put my name under the dirt? And people said, well, he's an entitled little kid. He's this and that. You know what I'm saying? Well, all quarterbacks are entitled. You don't think Patrick Mahomes has an ego? You don't think Russell Wilson has an ego? But people want to look at Carson Wentz and they want to see this. They want to see him fail. They want to see him fall under the cliff. They want this new Jalen Hurts toy. Jalen Hurts has some ability to run, but he really can't throw. And that's the problem in the league. All these quarterbacks have good athletic ability. If you can't throw, you're not going to make it into the league. You have to be able to throw from the pocket. You have to be able to read defense. And Jalen Hurts struggled in his rookie year. And that's very concerning because people say it's 4 games. But when I saw Carson Wentz, the first time when he walked on the Eagles quarterback, when he was throwing lasers, I knew Carson Wentz was going to be a good quarterback. Okay? Jalen Hurts, I gave him a chance. But I didn't see anything that said, we could trade Carson Wentz and he'll be our quarterback down the road. I think if the Eagles get rid of Carson Wentz, they're not just committed to Jalen Hurts. I think they draft a quarterback with number 9th pick in the draft. I think they look at a guy like Justin Fields. I think they look at a guy like Lance whatever his name is, Sorley, whatever, whatever the guy's name from North Dakota, or another guy over there, whatever his name is from the quarterback. So many other quarterbacks they can look at. So if they trade Carson Wentz, we're probably drafting a quarterback. Because I don't think they would just say Jalen Hurts is my guy. They have to see what he is. Now, Jalen Hurts could be that guy. I'm not saying he isn't. But I'm not trading my quarterback if Jalen Hurts turns out to be a bum. I got to see these two in action. Okay? So, that is just my thoughts, man. I just think it's very, very odd that people are giving up on him. Let the dude see what he can do with his new coaching. What's the worst? He stinks. Okay, get rid of him. If he has a bad year next year, then he's gone. But I don't think the Eagles are looking to sit there and say, we're going to trade Carson Wentz to get picks. I think they're looking to sit there and say, we're going to build around our quarterback, whether it's Carson or Jalen Hurts. I think they're going to go into the draft and take a Jamar Chase. I think they're really going to commit to getting a receiver for Carson. They want to see Carson Wentz succeed. Jeffrey Lurie has said that Carson Wentz is my guy, that he can be that elite quarterback. So what do? You see all these quarterbacks in the playoffs, they got number one receivers. And people say, well, you don't need number one receivers. We didn't win a Super Bowl with number one receivers. You're right. You're right. We also had a good defense. Something we don't clearly have this year. So when people say that, it's sad, man. It's sad that we give up on a guy who to me, has brought a lot to the team. Whether you like him or not, whether you think he's too much religion idiot, whatever you want to call him, doesn't matter. Because I just don't think the Eagles are going to commit to trading Carson Wentz unless they get really good value from him. Like, I'm talking about at least 3 first-round picks. The Eagles are not trading Carson Wentz for a second. They are going to commit unless they get a whole bunch of picks, unless they get elite players that they can use to build around the team and get a guy like Carson Wentz. I don't see them trading Carson Wentz unless they think that they can get up and get a quarterback. So that's just my thoughts, man. Now, listen, it could happen. It could happen. Carson Wentz could get traded. But more likely, that's not going to happen. Because I don't think the Colts are going to go as far as giving us a first-round pick for Carson. Okay? I don't think they're going to go that far. They're going to probably give us a third, and the Eagles are going to sit there and say, no, we're not looking to trade him. Or maybe they're just looking into it. People say they have interested. They're highly interested. Well, the Eagles are highly interested in Jalen Ramsey. What happened? See, people say highly interested. That doesn't mean that they're going all the way in. Until I hear reports that from Ian Rappaport saying that the Eagles and the Colts are talking trades with Carson Wentz. I'm not going to believe anything yet, man. So let me know what y'all think. And, yeah, I'm out.